Hello and welcome to Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Athletics. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, this team just can't find a way to win. How do they change that today?
I really think it's as simple as put it all in the rear view and just focusing on the here and now. Every pitch, every...
All right. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Brings it in. One down. Here's the Pirates lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Munetaka Murakami.
And Boog, he brings a big bat to this lineup. He's on pace to hit more than 40 home runs this year, and that's a guy where if it's more than a couple of games without a dinger, guys are wondering what's going on. You're so used to seeing him around the bases. You put a guy like this in the middle of the lineup and just put it on autopilot. Big-time hitter, always a ton of fun to watch. I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Line drive, and that's base hit out of center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the shortstop,
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
And in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking about home run number 300. He's sitting on 299 right now.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Raleigh over at first with one away. Inside. Ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner around second. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away. Play at the plate, and they cut him down.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the ditch. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
Yordan Alvarez in the box now. Take strike 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Look out! And it hit him. First and second, 2 outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Vladdy matched a homer in his last game. 2 on, 2 outs. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Now one missed. Ketel Marte would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 3-2. Payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Out towards right center field. Cortez on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Pirates strand a couple. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. You're watching Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for the Pirates, Tatsuya Imai. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him. Leading off, Nick Kurtz. That one pulled foul. This one in the air center field. Buxton under it. Takes it in for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Mark McGuire at the plate now. That's ball 1. McGuire with a homer in his last game. And a foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
2-2 now. That one ripped right center field. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now Zach Geloff just missed. Geloff with a couple of homers in his last game. And the 1-0.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. Got him swinging. Out number 2.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jonah Heim. Base hit, and now to a board. Jeff McNeil stands in. And this one squirts away from the catcher. To third, there's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Scoreless after one. Back to it here. Thanks as always for joining us, especially you, Singy. We talked earlier about this team's struggles. One positive, though, it's still tied. I know it's a reach.
Yeah, they've dropped a bunch lately, but right now they're in it, and that's something to build on, Boog. Gotta believe.
Left field. And that is foul. Marte starting up the middle at second. A member of the 1,000 hit club. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. That one ripped, but foul.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
The 0-2. Almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
A little bit low. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. So all filled up. Severino.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Munetaka Murakami. And that's in for a strike. Murakami went deep in his most recent game. That misses, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. On the ground, right side. McGuire takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis launched a homer in his most recent game. Popped up first base side. And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. So the Pittsburgh Pirates are squarely in the middle of the pack about halfway through the season. For a team that had such high preseason expectations, that's got to be a bit of a letdown, right, Singy?
Yeah, I'd say so, Boog. I mean, there's a ton of talent on this team, but so far they haven't done much to show that they're capable of playing at that championship level. But keep your eyes on them in the second half. There's plenty of firepower on this roster for sure. And if they can turn the corner and get things clicking, the rest of the league better watch out. I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Now here is Carlos Cortez. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Alvarez under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting 7th, third baseman, number 3, Max Muncy.
Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. Strike 1. That one fouled off. 2-2. Got him swinging. A's go quickly and quietly there. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started. Here's Byron Buxton. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
The 0-1. And ball 1. Strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's Ohtani. 0 for 1 so far. On a line out towards center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next to the Pirates, the catcher,
And now Cal Raleigh picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Top of the third, no score. Check swing, but he went too far. And a count 1-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. Trying to bunt his way on. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Now it's the shortstop. And that skips in the dirt. Suzuki on at first, nobody out. Quick toss at first. Suzuki back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And a 1-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Way high. Nick Kurtz would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. In the air, right side of the infield. Marte has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next for the A's, the designated hitter, Nick.
One out man at first. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Nick Kurtz. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Come on, Nick.
Man at second.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. A 1-2. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Here's some real power at the plate. Mark McGwire. Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner from third in to score.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs, runner on first. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Thought he was going to get to jog around the bases after it left the bat, but the left fielder said, not today. Goes up, and he brings that in. Exciting way to end the inning.
Welcome back. It's been a tough stretch for this team. No way around it, Singy.
Yeah, you can sense the pressure they're feeling every at-bat. Just takes one win to get the mojo back, though.
That one lifted to left. McNeil settles under it. And a quick out, number one.
Up next to pitcher, the left fielder,
Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Rips that one to right. And a couple of quick outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Guerrero in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swing and a miss. And the count even at one. And that one is inside. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. Just misses with that one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go, bottom four. And now here's the A's catcher, Jonah Heim.
You know, these Athletics showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Check swing. He went. And now 2-2. Hammer. Base hit.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Went down on strikes his first time through. A's leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-1. That one fouled off.
Outside, that's ball.
Heim gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one's smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run homer, and they add on. It's 3-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now at the plate, Carlos Cortez. Fly to left his first time. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What are you seeing?
Just too many pitches in the heart of the zone. He's not commanding his pitches and working the edges up and down, in and out, and he's getting hit hard.
Late swing, foul to the left. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Suzuki, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Line drive, Adam in center field.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Lined out his first time. Down the middle for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. And foul ball. Stays alive.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That one is absolutely belted, and it's a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Two. And that one missing low.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Back to the top of the lineup, Nick Kurtz. Up next for the A's. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make. New pitcher on here, Kyle Hart.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And he swings through that one. Hart, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Two on, 2 outs. That one outside. And that's ball 2.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. The A's with a 2-run blast as the A's are on top. This is Pirates baseball on the show, Pittsburgh. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Munetaka Murakami. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there are 2 outs. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Byron Buxton, the next Pirate to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Line, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. There comes the throw. He'll score. Now down by 2. It's 3-1.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's a big power threat. Shohei Ohtani. Outside. Ball 1. Ohtani, the former Rookie of the Year, 31 years old, and a 4-time MVP, one of the faces of the league. The 1-0. Buxton off of first with 2 away. That one not close. They're now 3-1. Cal Raleigh waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
The 3-1. And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Cal Raleigh, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. Out to center. Suzuki settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Mark McGwire up now, top 5 at OPS and climbing. It's been a loud season for him.
Yeah, he's walking, slugging, and raking. A total threat for this lineup. You can count on competitive at-bats every time.
Not many guys in this league can beat you in this many ways, Singy.
Yeah, he's making pitchers work every pitch of every at-bat. Really good rhythm and discipline in the box.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-2. Nice grab to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the A's, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Up the middle, Marte. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Up next for the A's, the catcher, Jonah.
2 down, bases empty. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. He's 2 for 2. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. 1 challenge remaining for them now. 2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. That ends the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But they still lead it 3-1. Back, it's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now it's going to be Francisco Lindor. Back to work Luis Severino. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Here's the 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Hit on the ground to the right side. Handles, throws to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now on the bump, number 50. He's making his second appearance of the season. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Running that good fastball up on the hitter's inside. If nothing else, keeps him from diving out over the plate to get those arms extended on the pitch away.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
No question about this one. It's out of here. And Air Yordan leaves the yard. His 24th home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Hit weakly on the ground. Throw to first is in time.
The batter number 6, second base,
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Come on, Jack.
To a count, you really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Ripped to right. He's got it, and that is that. Bucks draw a bit closer on this long ball. It's 3-2 A's. So up next, Jeff McNeil. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
You know, these A's, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That's in there. That's strike 2. That's ball 2. Now one missed. foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
The right fielder, Carlos.
Next up for the A's, Carlos Cortez. Hit hard, base hit. Buxton returns it to the infield, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kyle Hart. New pitcher now, Jimmy Garcia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next to hit, Max Muncy. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. What a stop. Off balance feed. There's one and two. What a play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Here's the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Way inside. That one at triple digits. Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike three. The A's strand one, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mark Leiter Jr.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Well, one-run game. Here's the third baseman, Munetaka Murakami. First pitch just misses. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Byron Buxton, the next Pirate to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
The A's holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The A's bullpen has some movement. Justin Sterner. Alvarado getting cranked up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by. Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
That one drilled left field. Carrying well. And it is out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So back to the top of the order. Next is the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. Ripped to third and caught. One pitch and one out.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Mark McGwire up next for the A's. He's one of the best players in the game. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Near the bottom of the 7th. Here's a 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Two outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Ripped on the ground to second. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. And now here's the A's catcher, Jonah Heim. He's been a great free agent side. And the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Geloff around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive.
And the Pirates manager, number 70, will take over here.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that one out your team needs from you.
McNeil in now, takes ball one off the plate. There's a line drive to left field. And that'll do it. The A's get one on this homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching Pirates baseball on the show, Pittsburgh.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth, Justin Sterner.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Fought off foul. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Hogan Harris. Fouled off left side. And that one is downstairs. And the count's even at 2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. We'll see another. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Raleigh in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field. Suzuki settles under this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next to the Pirates.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career.
You know, 300 homers would be an amazing achievement for him. Fewer than 200 players have ever done it. Hit 300, you tie Chuck Klein. Hit 301, you tie Rogers Hornsby. I can't wait to see if he pulls it off.
Two down, nobody on. And a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting them with a pitch. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip. So they turn to their closer, Hogan Harris.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Alvarez stands in now and watches strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
The tying run at the plate. And now the count is even.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three. So one left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field. Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. So they turn things over to the righty, Edwin Uceda. He's into the game with the bases empty. Muncy stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That one in triple digits. Uceda in his fourth year, 28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
Tatis on his way over, and there's two away.
Up next for the A's, the center fielder,
Ichiro Suzuki up next for the A's. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2. That one catches the corner for a strike. And they'll do it again. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. We go to the ninth. Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Ground ball to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here's Ketel Marte. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Breaking ball, and that got him. So digging in, Munetaka Murakami.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Tap foul at the plate. Tying run at the plate. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And downstairs. Not close with that one. Full count now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Popped up. Brings it in. Runner tagging from first.
Up next to the Pirates, the right fielder, Fernando Jr.
So it's their last chance in this one. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And what a play. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2. The A's hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.